Hello students, how are you? Am I audible? Am I audible and visible? Today we are going to solve the MCQ, important MCQ related to, and maybe they will come in NEET 2026. Okay, let me check my voice. Okay, start the session. We will wait for 1 to 2 minutes more to means other student also get joined fast. Let's start. First question. Which of the following developed for the first time in annelids? Which feature first time developed in annelids? Annelids means earthworm. Earthworm example. Cephalization. Formation of head. Formation of head. Development of true silo means it is ectoderm. Okay. Mesoderm and endoderm. So this is the cavity means the space is present. This is the true cavity coelom. The space is present and the body cavity in the space is truly lined by mesoderm. Okay. Metameric segmentation, repetition of body parts. So if we go for the option now, cephalization development of true coelom already occurred in arthropoda properly. Okay. Arthropoda properly. Okay. So what will be the first time. I am telling you first time. First time development of true coelometameric segmentation. O2. Okay. What is the most important reason for immense success of arthropods? Cosmopolitan, cosmopolitan, found everywhere, has more power of adaptation and acclimatization. So it is due to presence of chitinous exoskeleton. Uricotelic nature means it is the excretion of nitrogen containing waste product through uric acid. Okay. Compound eye or multi-purpose appendages. We can say multi-purpose appendages means here you have to select the most appropriate option. Provide strength, provide, provide strength to environment. Okay. Chitinous exoskeleton. More adaptation. Okay, more adaptation. Question number 3. Not true for generalized mollusk. Tell me. Tell me what will be the correct answer. Watching. Okay. Tell me what will be the answer for question number 3. Now, now, not true. Not true means not present. Present, present. Mental cavity with guilt. Okay. Hemoglobin that is bonded to carbon monoxide and therefore cannot transport oxygen. Means when oxygen binds with hemoglobin, it is oxyhemoglobin. When CO2 binds with hemoglobin, it is carbaminohemoglobin. But when carbon monoxide binds with hemoglobin, it is carboxyhemoglobin. More concentration of CO, difficulty in transportation of oxygen. Question number 5. Trachea divides into right and left bronchi at the level of, they are bounded by C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Okay. Now, seventh cervical, not possible. Thoracic, 3, 5 or 7th. Third, very much above. 5th, 7th. 5th. Trachea is the windpipe. And this bronchioles form a tree, allow passage of air. Bronchioles. Okay. Now, question number 6. Contraction of diaphragm. Contraction of diaphragm, what will do? Increases the volume of thoracic chamber in antero-posterior axis. Increases the volume of thoracic chamber in dorso-ventral axis. Okay. Decreases the volume of thoracic chamber in the antero-posterior axis or decreases the volume of thoracic chamber in the dorso-ventral axis. Now we very well note that there is no concept of any dorso-ventral axis. So out of 4 options, 2 options are completely wrong. So now you have to focus on the option number 1 and 3. Either increases or decreases. Increases. Because when thoracic chamber volume increases, lungs volume increases. We very well know that volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Volume increases, pressure decreases. So pressure inside lungs decreases. So oxygen gets flow from higher partial pressure to lower, means from where to where? From atmosphere to alveoli of lungs. Okay. Name the chronic respiratory disorder mainly caused by cigarette smoking. Respiratory disorder. Asthma, respiratory acidosis, respiratory alkalosis, or emphysema. Cigarette smoking cause deposition of carbon particle over the wall of alveoli. Decreases the gaseous exchange. Done. So this condition is emphysema. Okay, done. Approximately 70% of CO2 absorbed by the blood will be transported to the alveoli of the lungs for exhalation. What form? What form? As bicarbonate ion in the form of dissolved gas molecule binding to RBC forming carboxyhemoglobin, sorry, carbaminohemoglobin, or as a carbaminohemoglobin. Maximum transport as bicarbonate ion HC minus the help of conversion to again CO2 with the help of an enzyme carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase. The most obvious and complicated feature of all living organism. Living world question. One question always comes from living world. Maybe sometimes in NEET from living world no question has come. But maybe this type of question will come. Okay, done. Presence of complex organ systems such as digestive nervous. Most of the organisms don't have such type of complex system. They have only cell aggregate system. They have only tissue aggregate system. The ability to grow in size due to cell division. Some non-living organism like grow by some deposition of other materials also. Reproduction, sexual or asexual. Exceptions are there. Some couples are still infertile. Some living organisms are still not able to produce babies. But the property, but the property of self-awareness, self-consciousness, self-awareness and self-consciousness, the most defining. Okay. Oxytocin helps in oxytocin helps in oxytocin is the hormone synthesized the hormone manufactured by hypothalamus, okay, manufactured by hypothalamus and poured to posterior lobe of pituitary, which is also known as neurohypophysis or pars nervosa. So what oxytocin is help allowing contraction of uterine muscles for delivery of the baby and lactation. Production of milk sugar lactose, milk inside the breast of the mother. Okay, so after delivery, so that mother is able to breastfeed the her infant. Got it? So lactation and childbirth. Question number 11. The term detrivore. The term detrivore includes decomposers, primary consumers, secondary autotroph. Autotroph means green plants. Autotroph means green plants who are able to produce their own food by trapping sunlight by the procedure of photosynthesis. Primary consumers, herbivores, carnivores. They are not able to degrade. Decomposers are the microorganisms, bacteria and fungi who are degrading, cleaning or scavenging the dead organic matter. Dead organic matter. So they are decomposers, detritivores. Net primary productivity is the gross primary productivity minus DPP minus respiratory losses, some metabolism equals to NPP. So what is the minus option? That which is consumed by herbivore, that which is consumed by producer in metabolism. What happened to my camera? Nothing happened. What will be the minus option? Consumer, producer, and metabolism, secondary productivity, or loss due to death, mortality. No, it is consumed by producer in metabolism in its own respiration. Plants capture approximately what percentage of sun's energy while other trophic levels capture amount of that energy? We very well know that energy flow is according to Lindman's 10% flow of energy. Okay. Capturing 10% transfer 60%, not at all. Capturing 10% transfer 1%, not at all. Trapping 60% transferring 10%, wrong. So trapping 1% of only solar energy and transferring 10%. Okay, done. Which trophic level is incorrectly defined? Which trophic level is incorrectly defined? Tell me. Decomposer, they are microbial heterotrophs, means they are microorganisms who are heterotrophs. They are not able to produce their own microorganism. Done. Herbivore are primary consumer, carnivore secondary or tertiary consumer, very well known. But omnivores are moldies, mushroom. No, we cannot put the fungi category. Last question. At the trophic level of consumers, The rate at which food energy is now assimilated means now the consumers are actually using the energy. None of these nahi hoga. GPP, it is all due to, all credit goes to producer, whatever they are producing through photosynthesis, biomass. NPP, their own respiratory losses, then NPP. Now, NPP is something which is still restricted to the producers only. Now, what actually consumer will gain? It is secondary productive. Okay. So on tomorrow we will proceed with more questions. Okay, students. Thank you so much.